Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we're continuing our exploration of the Druid's Grove, trying to get all the information we can from the local tieflings and druids before trying to head out to rescue Halcyon, who may be able to cure our Mind Flayer tadpole infection. Alright, this section we haven't really explored yet, so let's start meeting people and seeing what they have to say.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. I've had some time to think since we last talked. Can't say I'm enjoying it much.
Okay, she's the one who wanted to kill the imprisoned goblin because they killed her brother. And now I guess she's glad that we stopped her? I'm not sure.
I've had some time to think.
Okay. Let's see what else we can find here. So we've got some weapons here. Breastplate +1, in fact. So let's see if any of this is for sale. We've got a child here.
You don't look so tough. Mole fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Okay, well, good for Maul.
I don't have it! How stupid are you?
What's going on over here? Who are you guys? Oh, these are the three we met before who were arguing. These are the three fighters who were not initially part of the tiefling group, who we convinced to stay and help them fight. Let's check in with them a little bit. I think Leah's the one we want to talk to.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
Okay. Every time we come out of some sort of interaction, the the warding bond flares around Shadowheart.
What'd I do for some salt?
What we got here? Some food, some elixirs. Okay, I don't know if any of this... Volo's Complete Guide to the Behavior of Nymphs. I don't know if any of this is for sale or not. Let's check in with Okta.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Sure, we'll take a bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Item received gruel. Okay, where's that? Gruel. I don't know. It said press I to view, so I assumed it was in Tava's inventory. But whatever it is, I don't see it. Maybe she ate it. Oh well. Okay. Let's see who you are. Auntie Ethel.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Okay, I like Auntie Ethel. Let her fuss over you? Sure, why not? A little bit of fussing goes a long way, and she seems quite adorable.
Aha! You take a sup at that, and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Let's see. I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
All right, well, we've told Nettie already, and there's no real detriment from people knowing except that they might fear us. Yeah, it might cause some fear is the problem. But I like Astarion's instincts here. I've got a mind flayer parasite in my head.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home.
What, really? That I did not expect. What, such as what?
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Okay, kindly old lady with a house at the edge of the forest makes me a little bit wary. As a DM, I've seen plenty of hags deceive people this way. But who knows? Maybe it'll actually lead to something. What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Let's see what she's got. We got a potion of greater healing from her. That's fantastic. All right. Let's swap to trade and sell our wares here. Let's take some of her gold. Let's see if anybody else has wares to sell.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off.
Okay. And then, what does she have here? She's got Coralon's Grace. Coralon is the leader of the Elven Pantheon. This is a quarterstaff. Natural pugilist, you gain a +1 bonus to unarmed attack rolls and damage. That would be amazing for a monk. Unhampered resistance. While the wielder is not wearing armor, they receive +2 bonus to saving throws. That's actually incredible. +2 bonus to all saving throws? If I had a monk, this would be an instant purchase. And we might, in fact, try and remember that this is here and come back for it. What else has she got? She's got a potion of invisibility, more potions of healing, another potion of greater healing, and an 3 elixirs of hill giant strength. Increase your strength to 21. I mean, that would be very nice for Tava and for Lae'zel for that matter. But I don't know if we want to spend our gold on this right now. So we'll just try and remember that this lady, Auntie Ethel, is here with some good stuff.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Pet.
Yeah, because you want to eat us? All right, she's making me, as adorable as she is, she's making me real nervous now. She's got a vibe that in my head is screaming like, okay, she's definitely a hag. Like, this sweet old lady thing is too good to be true. She handed us a free potion of greater healing and lured us to her house at the edge of the woods with a promise of a cure that nobody else has.
Bite your fingers
I'm
off.
very nervous about Auntie Ethel.
Moving ahead.
All right, let's keep moving into this area. This seems to be, I guess, a sales area for the, or a small market, I guess, that the tiefling refugees have set up here. So let's keep looking around, see what else is available. What have we got up here? There's a little kid shouting at somebody. We can come around to that in a moment. We've got some more lootables here.
How long until Baldur throws off his thunder wave?
Sent to camp. The food. Okay, he doesn't want to sell us anything. Oh, wait, maybe Damon will sell some of these wares.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Okay. I don't think Tava knows anything about smithing. Why would she say this? That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith? Yeah, I don't think she knows anything about smithing, so I don't think she would have a reason to say this. Let's just ask what he has for sale. Oh, he's got tons of stuff here. Okay. Let's see. Some dyes. He's got some gloves. Okay, so let's look at some of this stuff. Safeguard shield. Ordinary shield, but saving throw +1. That's pretty solid. Ring mail armor +1. Body aid, gain a +1 bonus to strength saving throws and checks. Disadvantage on strength checks. No AC bonus from dex. That's a heavy armor. Okay, okay. So far, I'm liking the look of the safeguard shield. What else do we have here? Padded armor +1. Hide armor +1. +1 to dex saving throws and checks. I'm trying to remember what everybody has. So, where are your... Okay, you've got scale armor. You've got medium armor 14. Medium armor 14. Light armor 11. And medium armor 15. Okay. So 14, 14, 15, 11. So padded armor +1. This would be good for Astarion. Let's see what else we've got. Chain shirt +1. 14. This is medium armor as well. 1 less slashing damage. That's pretty good. What do we have here? Spear +1. Pike +1. Maul +1. Light hammer +1. Light crossbow +1. Hunting short bow. Hand crossbow +1. And then some consumable arrows and stuff. Alright, so for Tava, we want a one-handed item with a D8 damage die at the minimum. And I don't think he has anything like that. It didn't look like it anyway. So we could swap her to a two-handed weapon, or get something like this with a much lower damage die, but yeah, I don't want her using a two-handed weapon because we want her using the shield. Yeah, he's not got anything that Tava can use in terms of weapons. Shadowheart here has the Watcher's Guide, chance to gain advantage. He's got a short sword, so we could give him another weapon, but we're using him with Spell Thief right now. And then for Lae'zel, we could switch her to using a two-handed weapon for more damage and give up the shield theoretically. That might be worth doing. So let's take a look at his two-handed weapons here. He's got the Maul. It's a +1 weapon with tenacity, so she deals damage even if she misses. That could be good. That's only 84 gold. The pike is also a +1. Weapon enchantment +1. Weapon enchantment +1. I don't think we want to give her a spear. So we could switch her to two-handed attacks and give her either the maul or the pike. This has extra reach. That's interesting. Increased range can be used to attack from further away. She gains a rush attack, which she already has, a piercing strike, and brace. Sacrifice 6 meters of movement speed for the rest of your turn. Roll melee damage twice and use the highest result. Oh, that's quite nice. That's a weapon action?
I've already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
And then with the maul, obviously we get tenacity plus backbreaker and concussive smash. Of these two weapons, the maul has the higher damage. 1d10 plus 4, 2d6 plus 4 plus 1, 6 to 16 damage. If we're gonna go for a full damage build, I think we buy this for her. So yeah, let's buy her the maul. And let's get that equipped. And we can always swap back if we need to. Okay, that's a good purchase, I think. He's also got some ranged weapons here. Tava has a standard short bow, 2 to 7 damage. We could get a hand crossbow plus 1 or a hunting short bow. Feller of monsters, you have advantage against monstrosity type enemies. Weapon enchantment plus 1. It comes with Hunter's Mark, which she already has for some reason. Light crossbow plus 1, 3 to 10. 1d6 plus 2. 28 plus 2 on the light crossbow. But that has less range, right? This is an 18-meter range. Oh no, the short bow and the light crossbow have the same range. Interesting. Well, let's get Tava something better to work with range then. Let's get her a light crossbow plus 1 here. What does this have? Advantage against monstrosity types. She already knows Hunter's Mark. All right, let's get the light crossbow plus 1 here. What is this that we picked up? The quarterstaff. Yeah, okay. Let's get this equipped. Sell that. So what else do we have? We have armor and shields here. What is she using for a shield? The wooden shield? So the alternative here is saving throw plus 1. That's a good buy, I think. Let's get that for her as well. What is this? Light source? Musical instrument? Okay. And then we have some armor as well. She's wearing 14 AC medium armor. 1 less slashing damage. I don't know if that's worth it. And we don't want heavy armor. Okay, so the only armor we really want to buy here is the light armor for Astarion. It's a plus 1, and he takes 1 less bludgeoning damage, so we'll buy that for him as well. And then that leaves behind some armors we don't want, some weapons we don't want. Does anyone else? Could anyone else use a better ranged weapon? 2 to 7, 3 to 8, 3 to 8 with Hunter's Mark, 3 to 8 with the crossbow. I mean, we might as well get one of these for her. She doesn't need Hunter's Mark. She's going to be spending her concentration on something else. So, is there a difference in price? Yeah, they're both 137. Okay, he's got a lot of money now. You know what? Excuse me. I don't think we need a better ranged attack for her. She's very rarely going to use this. She'll usually be using her cantrip. So I think we're done here.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools. True.
Yeah, I don't think we have any reason to ask him about the forge, which might have led to a quest or something, but maybe we can come back later and check in with him.
Bite your fingers off.
Who is screaming about that? It's this girl up here? Okay. Let's keep exploring what's available to us here. So we got a bunch of stuff to steal from here that we're not going to do. There's somebody up here. Can we talk to Danis? Or Bex? We can climb up and say hi, I guess.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate.
Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
I'm sorry, they don't allow dogs in Baldur's Gate? I've never heard that. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Good luck I guess I was just curious what they were up to. If he's taking offense, we'll apologize and leave.
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Yeah. I would like to get to the city. We need to go for Shadowheart, but we have other things to do first. But I suppose a pint in a clean room would do me a world of good.
God, that sounds like heaven.
Won't be long now. One more trip, then we can really rest.
Okay, so I'm not sure what they're about.
The goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blade. I love caravan escort.
But we stuck our nose in and investigated, and there was nothing interesting to find. Let's talk to Aradin here.
Leaving town for a good while after this. If it ain't the friendly drow. Thought you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's kind of a jackass. Let's see. You fought well too. I think they like you less than they like me. It's almost impressive how detestable you are. Could use some help. I heard the first druid left the grove with you. Any truth in it? Yeah, we want to get all the information he has about Halsin, so there's no point insulting him. Let's just ignore his nastiness and just pump him for information here. I heard the first druid left the grove with you. Any truth in that?
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me.
We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Would you be willing to share the details of the contract with me?
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish.
There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Any idea what the relic actually is?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
All right.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Okay. Item received, stamped handbill. Press I to view. Stamped handbill. Is that this? Okay. A scuffed handbill stamped with an extravagant seal boldly proclaims, "Adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quest. Master Lorokin, the Arcanist of Athkatla, the recluse of Ramazith's Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured." And that's a pretty good lure for adventurers. I'll give him that. So he mentioned Kellenvor. That's the guide of the dead. And it seems like in addition to finding Halsin, we also may find this Night Song artifact. Okay, let's keep going around here. I'm not sure where this stone door is going to lead, but we'll come back and check that out in a moment. We want to find out what the rest of the folks in this little market have to say. This is Zaro. We already spoke to him, but let's check in again.
I've been through enough.
Yeah, he doesn't like us because Lae'zel was kind of short with him.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Okay, this guy's dealing with a child. Let's see what this is about.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Okay, the kids around here do seem to be a gang of thieves. I think she feels pretty awful about Annabella dying. I think if she hadn't, I think if we hadn't seen Annabella die at the hands of Koga, she would have chosen option 2 here. But I think now she's got like a reflex, like no more children are gonna die on my watch. Like she might want to get to the bottom of this and find out if the kid really stole it, but she's not gonna let that guy hit the kid. So she has to say this. Don't you dare lay a finger on that child.
You threatening me?
Yeah. Raise a hand to that child and you'll lose it. Your choice. Nat 20, very nice.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
Okay, that smarmy little tone means she got away with something, so she almost certainly did steal his locket. I'm not happy about that, but she wasn't going to watch another adult harm a child. I know that. That's without question.
Move along.
Okay, Mr. Guard here doesn't like us that much. We can check out some of these goodies here. Let's see, we've got 3 gold just lying around. An apple. Okay. And this book, 1 foot 2 feet, well met, we'll meet. Let's read that. 1 foot 2 feet, well met, we'll meet. 2 drakes, 1 mink, 1 draught, 2 drinks. 1 bear, 3 beers, come join, drink here. 1 foot 2 feet, well met, we'll meet. Yondala and Garl shared twixt them a farl, all covered in butter, and they liked each other. Along came a fly, who flew in with a cry to the buttery farl of Yondala and Garl. When Garl took a bite, Yondala shrieked with fright, "Don't eat that, oh my, that's a butterfly!" There was an old man named Elman, who made the best buns in Faerun. The elders did scold him whenever he sold them, saying, "Elm, bring those buns to our room." Oh my god, that's a terrible rhyme. And that is not a very good book. What else have we got lying around here? We've got a recruitment poster. A man and woman stand side by side in armor emblazoned with a red fist surrounded by flames. Find pride and purpose in the flaming fist. Join today and protect Baldur's Gate. Led by Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard himself, you'll be tasked with guarding the city's streets, protecting its people, and upholding the laws that govern us. Speak to any of our friendly fists throughout the city, or visit our headquarters at the Sea Tower of Balduran to find out how you can blaze a new career path today. Alright, what else we got here? Now we're heading back up to Oxentown, so I think the only thing left is the stone door there. And then down to the grove where the majority of the druids are hanging out. Let's see where this stone door leads. But with this, I think we've seen everything in the grove outside the heart. Okay, this leads to a secluded chamber, which we haven't seen it before.
From the scouts yet? No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, find it.
Yes, of course.
Tilsies and Zevlor. Zevlor's their kind of leader, right? Or the goblin or the tiefling in charge, I guess. Here's another one of those bear statues. It doesn't seem to be an active defense, though. Let's dip in a little closer here and check out what we've got. All right, so they've got all their stuff that we don't want to steal. Let's check in with Zevlor.
I've already heard. Arabella, 9 summers old. And now she'll never see another. Because of druid law. Every natural law demands I take up my sword, storm their lair, and... But no. That's what Korga wants. To prove we are exactly what she says. A threat. I won't give her the satisfaction. I'll get my people clear of this. But on our terms.
What do we think they want to do? Well, the other druids, without Kaga's influence, I think the other druids would be more reasonable about the tieflings. What we need to do to help them, although it's not our main priority, is to do our best to reduce tensions and oust Kaga, which probably the best thing we can do is bring back Halsin. So delay is the best bet for them, because if we can get out there and bring Halsin back, if they can delay the ritual long enough, then Halsin should be willing to fix a lot of the problems that Kaga's caused.
You saw what they did to Arabella for trying? A child. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Then why don't you get rid of her?
A thought I might have dismissed before Arabella. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a murderer for hire.
If the issue is coin, I'll ensure you're well rewarded. But if you believe Korga deserves your compassion after what she's done, there's nothing more to discuss.
Well, no, it's not about compassion. I do think she deserves to die. I was just trying to tell you, like, that's not the reason I'd be doing it.
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
Yes. Zevlor.
Interesting. So he was a part of the Hellrider command in the Descent into Avernus campaign, I suppose. I haven't played or run that module or that campaign, so I didn't recognize him, but he might be an NPC that some folks could recognize. All right, let's see what else we've got. Not a lot here. The Devil You Know, an autobiography. We've got a book, we've got a candle, a backpack. Looks like that's about it. He's got a little tiny area here. Oh, we might be able to jump up. Looks like, hold on, maybe we can jump up here. And take a look around. Now, where is this ladder gonna go? More stuff we're not gonna steal from them. But they can climb up here. There's a wooden crate and a burlap sack. Looks like some alcohol here. That's a nice find. No cheese. All right, where does this ladder go?
Goblins, gnomes. So many ways to die.
Where is this? Oh, this is very high up at the edge of... Okay, so this is like a watchtower where they can oversee the backside, I guess, of this area. So we could actually go out along this path, it seems, if we wanted to. There might be something over there. What is this over here? The Blade of Frontiers, hunt down Karlach. Okay. So that's the hatch down. And then we have a couple more tieflings to talk to. Or maybe just the one? Bedroll and backpack.
Just another crate.
All right, and who are you? Lacrissa.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Will you, though? I haven't seen many soldiers.
We're tougher than we look. We've survived persecution, survived Avernus. Who knows? Some of us might even make it to Baldur's Gate.
If you survive the Hells, you'll survive this.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
What's this, a wager? Yeah, how are you going to take any gold my gold if you're dead?
Oh, I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us.
All right, you're on.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
So many ways to die.
So the grove is quite large, and we've done most of the outer areas. We need to get down to the heart itself to do more meetings with the druids. We've met all the tieflings, but I am curious about this path here. Since it's available, let's do a quick scouting run to see if there's anything good. We see a path down there. mean, this is like a way into the grove, so I'm surprised it's not better protected. There is a watchtower there. Let's see, who's having trouble? Shadowheart?
A long way to go still. Let's move. Wonder
Okay.
if the gods are watching me.
What's going on over here?
You're all right. You're all right.
Okay, somebody's having some problems. Can we make our way down to interact with them? Looks like we've got a bit of a jump to make if we want to do this. Is there anything else? Let's see. Where can I get to? We take a hit point of damage there. Oh, here we go. We can make this.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Interesting. So they're worshippers of the Absolute. They called him a true soul, which is what the goblins called us when we last used our authority power here. Let's see. How often do we want to use these powers? I'm worried that every time we use them, we're ticking up some kind of like meter. You know, that like eventually has a consequence for us, like a payment that must be made. But you know what? The symbol already flared, so I think she would instinctively just flare it back. Illithid and wisdom. I will go where I wish. The alternative is medicine or just like normal interactions. But yeah, let's push back with our own authority. Why don't we have... Oh, Shadowheart must not have caught up yet. Well, we're lucky. The DC was so low.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured and I wasn't thinking.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head.
Okay. Let's learn what we can. Hold his stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. Mind the true soul. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Okay, this is really interesting. We can gain some information about the Absolute cult here, and maybe something about what's happening to the parasites in our head. We also have another indication that these parasites are not turning people into mind flayers, not directly anyway. It almost seems like the Absolute has co-opted the Illithid tadpoles, mutated them, enchanted them, changed them somehow to alter their functions so that they no longer necessarily, anyway, turn people into Illithids. Now they grant a connection. They grant the psionic powers of the Illithid, of the mind flayers, without altering the host quite, maybe not as quickly, maybe not as permanently, maybe not at all. Because this Edwin guy, like, what are the chances, like, he was not on the ship. So what are the chances that he got infected 2 days ago? And what use would he be if he couldn't remain a human and, like, you know, build the cult of humans, right? An Illithid can't walk amongst humans or tieflings or druids or whatever. They can't go places without being attacked. They're instantly recognizable as extremely dangerous. So maybe what the Absolute, whoever she is doing, and I guess if I had to guess, she might be an Elder Brain. If she has the ability to alter the way the tadpoles work, or some ancient god, I don't know. We don't have enough information yet. But Edwin's existence, to me, is a strong indication that we have much more time to get these parasites out of our heads than we initially thought. Let's see what they have to say here. So we were recognized as a true soul. I don't know what happens if we go into our ignorance here. If we expose our ignorance by saying, like, what's a true soul? What's the absolute? Like, why would we be chosen? Why would we have these powers if we didn't know? But at the same time, we do need information from them. Let's start with the immediate situation. What happened to your brother exactly?
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks.
Okay. I'm a survivor of the crash. Okay, if we tell them that, they'll know. That will explain our ignorance, but we're still chosen, right? Let's reveal informations bit by bit. The fugitives, tell me more.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
Okay, now I'm glad I'm not about to say that. Tell me about the Absolute.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, True Soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
Okay, so this is...
I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
A very good point, Asterion. So we took a risk there and got some information for it, but we can't... What I love about this is the fact that it's obvious bullshit. Like, there's no way an ancient power that's using people this way is going to share anything with anyone, right? And she's probably not even a goddess. She's probably just an ambitious elder brain. But she constructs, whoever it is, constructs this, like, pablum, this ridiculous story, and the zealots eat it up. They lap it up. They're all on board, believing the lie, right? Oh, I can't wait for the true souls to... Well, even if that were true, why are you helping out? You're not going to get anything out of it. I definitely think we don't want to admit that we're a survivor of the crash. A crude summary, you have more to learn of our faith, novice. If we say this, it would be a way to sort of cement our position. So if we want to kill them off so that they can't spread word of us, we can send them after the owlbear. They will definitely die if the two of them go after the owlbear alone. Or we could save their lives. I suppose it depends on how suspicious of us they are. Let's try to cement their mistaken belief with this option here. This is a deceptive option, but we need to make sure they don't talk about us too much, or that they don't gain any suspicions of us. So, a crude summary. You have more to learn of our faith, novice.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
Okay. So we'll leave these two options for later. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the druid Halsin.
I don't know any druids.
Okay. I think we can save their lives if we order them to leave. I don't think we need to kill them or get them killed by sending them to the owlbear. We're definitely not going to reveal that we're a survivor of the crash. That brings our whole deception charade to an end and probably sets them against us, where we end up killing them, I guess. But you forget the owlbear. You're still alive, so go.
What? And just leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Zaza. Curious.
Okay, so we landed in the Twisting Vines. That's why we couldn't get guidance on that check, but let's see what Edwin here has on him.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
Oh, I wonder if we can dig the parasite out of his head.
Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value. Something your mind craves.
Holy mackerel.
Let its host's memories go to waste. The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Okay. So here's the first real choice that we have. Welcome the tadpole's influence or find a way to resist it. So far, we've seen that, I mean, the fact that we're doing this right now, lifting this guy into the air with psionic power, that's another indication of how strong we could become. How much of a gambler is Tava? You know, we're on this path, this quest to get rid of the parasite, but there's a part of her that's noticing these powers are very handy. And maybe I can use them until it's, you know, maybe I can use them until it, like, maybe I can ride the tiger a little bit, you know, go a little bit closer to the void, stay balanced on the knife's edge here. I'm increasing my strength while not being, you know, ruled by the parasite or transformed by it. Ride it right up until the last moment and then get rid of it. You know what? Given her background, I think there's a really good chance that she would take a gamble here, like a real gamble. A little bit more power to help her in her adventure, to learn more and be more educated, be more powerful, to find the true cure, to find the end game. I think she'll welcome the tadpole's influence. Yeah, out it comes.
Abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
Item received, Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen. Oh, that could come in really handy when we get to Halsin. Consume? Okay. Oh, look at it. Look at it. That's so cool. Hanging suspended in murky slime, the living tadpole looks like some hideous cousin to the slug, only gorged and slick with remnants of brain fluid. All right. Very cool. And we can also loot this guy. Look at all the food. Everything he has seems to be food here. Let's get all the food. And then the rest doesn't matter. Okay, well, that's a fantastic stopping point. I'm glad we checked out this path and came along the back and took a look around. I think now we head back inside. But sooner or later, we're going to find this Halsin guy, and I think having that specimen is going to be a huge advantage to us to help him study what's going on with us. So, I'm going to, I think I'm going to head back to the front. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the front here and make my way back into the Emerald Grove. I can use this to avoid the jumping puzzle that was going on there and just go back in the front door. But that's going to be it for this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode and are enjoying the series. This game is really deep, really rich. Lots of interesting choices, and the combat's pretty fun too. But then, you know, there's a reason Dungeons & Dragons is incredibly popular amongst those who have really given it a fair shot. And I'm having a blast with the game so far, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what else we can learn about the Absolute, about our characters, her companions, and where the game is taking us. So, looking forward to that, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.